let's learn about different parts of a flower. You must have seen a flower, right? What are the different parts you notice? I think the first thing we notice is the color of the flower. And the color means what? Which part? And when we hold a flower, so this is the colored part, and there is this green part which we are holding, and this green part which holds the flower. So these colored part, we call them petals, and this green part at the bottom which holds a flower, we call it sepal. So sepal, petals. Sepal holds the flower. A bud is a flower. Before it opens up, before it becomes a flower, it's a bud. So a sepal holds a bud, and when the flower is opened up, a sepal holds the flower. Petals are these colored parts of a flower. They usually have the smell, so they attract the insects. Sepals, petals. Next. So if you look inside the flower, at the center of it, you will see a stamen. Stamen, what is the stamen? Stamen is the male part of the flower which makes pollen. Pollen is a powdery substance which is created in a flower. The pollen is created on the top part of stamen, which we call anther. Next part of the flower is stigma. Stigma is female part of the flower which receives pollen. This stigma, at the bottom of stigma, there are two parts. One is ovary, which contains the egg, and ovary is contained inside another part which is called carpel. Stigma is the top part of this carpel. So there is ovary, then carpel, and then stigma. So different parts of the flower are like this. Sepals to protect the flower or bud, petals, colorful part of the flower which contains the scent or the smell. Stamen, which is the male part of the flower which makes pollen in the part named anther. Stigma is the female part of flower which receives pollen. Ovary, which contains the egg. Carpel, which contains ovary with the eggs, and the top part of carpel is called stigma. So there is this exercise for you. Take a flower and inspect the different parts of the flower and name it. Draw this flower on the paper and name different parts. First of all, identify the different parts in the flower and draw it on the paper. That's it in this video for flower. Let's continue our learning in the next video.